Welcome everyone. We are in lecture 9 of unit 4, and today's lecture we are going to design push down automata for language A and B. And we know that language A and B having input number of A is followed by number of B and number of A is equal to number of B. They are same number of A and B, and A's come first and B's come later. And we have a stack having Z0 as a initial symbol in stack. So what we need to do, we have to read A and push into the stack. For the very first A, Z0 is at the top. Now we push the A. Now cursor move to second A. Read this A is on the top of stack, so push A. Again move to next A. Read A is on the top, push A. Now read B, A is on the top, so pop A. Now read B, A is on the top, now pop A. Now B is on the top, B is input and cursor is at this B and A is on the top, then pop this again, pop A. Now at the end of the input there is epsilon, and at the end of the input we move to the same position where stack was initial position. So at this particular condition we are sure that number of A's are equal to number of B, because for each B we pop A. So what we need to do, we have to read every A and push it into the stack. Stack initially is in this position where Z0 is at the top of the stack. Now read A and push into the stack, read A, push into the stack, read A, push into the stack. We have to repeat it for every A. Now when we get B, what we need to do, we have to pop one A for one B. So if we get B here, so we have to pop A. For this B we have to pop this A. For this B we have to pop top of the stack, this is A. For this B, A is the top of the stack, pop it. So at the end of the input we reach to the same position of stack where it was initial. So we get the Z0 at the top of the stack at the end of the input, then we reach to the final state. Now problem is with some special kind of input. Suppose this is the input and Z0 is at initial position. So by applying this procedure we are reading A and pushing it into a stack. Reading A is on the top, so push this A in the stack. Reading B, A is on the top. For this B, this is A, so pop it. Now cursor move to this place. Now for this B, there is A on the top, pop it. Now when we reach to another A, this is the same situation where cursor is at A and stack is at Z0. It is the situation at which we read this A, and we are on the same situation for this A also, and machine don't know this is the first A or this is the A that comes after V. So what it do, it will push it into the stack using this procedure. Then it will read B and pop this A from the stack using this, and at the end of the input stack will be Z0. So this input will be accepted, but this does not belong to A and B, and so it should be rejected, but it is accepting if we are applying this procedure. So what we need to do, we need to distinguish this A is not correct. This A is coming after B. But in A and B and there should not be any A after B. So how can machine distinguish this A is coming after B or this A is the first A? So what we need to do, when we read B, we have to make sure machine will not read any A again. So what we need to do, at the first B, sorry, or we can say read first B, pop A and change the state. Suppose initially state is Q0 and at Q0 we are pushing A. Once we read B, we change state to the Q1. Now what we are doing? We are popping A at state B1 at Q1. Now at Q1 we have no transition for reading A. Where we are reading A? At Q0 only. At Q1 what we are doing? We are popping A for every B. So once at this situation we are at Q1 state and we are not doing push operation at Q1. We are doing only pop operation at Q1. We are doing push operation at Q0. So at Q1 there is no push operation, so this input will not be pushed into the stack and there is no transition for this A. It will be rejected by default. So we will design push down automata as we are at start state Q0. Initially we will read A and initial symbol of stack is Z0. What we need to do? We have to push this A. So we will push A over Z0. Now first A is pushed into the stack. Now if there is again A, now A is on the top of the stack. Remember Z0 is only at the first time. Now we will get A on the top of the stack. What we need to do? We will push it in the stack. A was earlier on the top. We are pushing another A. Now if there are 3 A, we need not to write any transition for the third A because we are at Q0 again. A is on the top again. A is the input. We will push it using this transition only. This is a loop. From Q0 we are reading A. A is on the top. We are reaching to Q0 again and we are pushing A. So if there is another A, we are at same state. We are reading A. A is on the top and we are pushing it. So it is a loop by which we can push any number of A in the stack. Now we read B and A is on the top of the stack. On reading B, what we need to do? For the very first B, we have to change state Q0 to Q1 here and we have to pop this A, sorry. For this B, we are popping this A and changing this state. Now what we need to do? Now we are at Q1. If there is another B and A is on the top of the stack, we are going to Q1 and we are popping it. Now if there is another B, we are at Q1 again because we are going to Q1. It is a self loop. It is a loop that for each B there is a on the top of the stack and we are popping it. Now at Q1 there is another B. A is on the top. We are popping it and move to Q1 only. It is a self loop. Now at Q1 there is a B at input, A is on the top of the stack, we are popping it. After repeating this process, after we are repeating this for every way, then we will reach to the end of the input. When input reach to the epsilon, what we will get at this stack in A and B? We will get Z0 again. This is the last. At the end of the input, Z0 is at the top of the stack. What we need to do? We need to move to the final state, say QF. And what we need to do for this Z0? We need to do nothing. We can left it Z0. We can pop it. We can leave it as Z0 again by using do nothing operation, or we can pop it. We can pop it also. It doesn't make any effect later. But if you are designing PDA by accepting final state, then you can left Z0 here. But if you are designing PDA using acceptance by empty stack, then you must make it empty. So this is the PDA, but these are only transition. What is PDA? PDA M is set of states. We have three states here, Q0, Q1 and QF. You can name it Q2 also. We have two input symbol, A and B. Second number is input symbol. Third is stack symbol. What we push on the stack having Z0 and A only. We didn't push B in the stack. We pushed only A. So stack symbol is A and Z0 only. Fourth one is the transition. Transitions are as this. And fifth one is start state, that is Q0. And sixth one is stack initial symbol, that is Z0. And seventh one is set of final state, that is QF here. So this is the PDA, and this PDA is for L is equal to A and B and N greater than equal to 1 only. If you are designing this PDA by this is by final state, because we are mentioning QF as final state. If you are designing it by empty stack, then M is equal to Q0, Q1 and say QF, A comma B, input symbol, stack symbol A, Z0. This is transition. Z0, Q0 is start state, Z0 is stack initial symbol, and we will mention phi here because phi represent acceptance by empty stack here. We will not mention final state, and transition will be same. Everything will be same because we are making stack empty here. So you need not to mention final state here. So it will be the same as earlier. In case of final states, acceptance by final state, you can leave Z0 here, but in case of acceptance by empty stack, you must mention phi here and you must mention pop of the Z0. You have to pop Z0 here. Now there is an exercise for you. Why this is for A and B and N greater than equal to 1. Why it is not accepting epsilon? Find out. Thanks for attending the lecture.